Hi, I'm Jennifer Janish, owner of Adored Salon and Adored Signature Hand-Tied Hair Extensions. I'm obsessed with curly hair. I cut it, style it, and extend it, and this podcast is all about my curly girl obsessions that stretch far beyond just curly hair. Hey guys, it's me, Jennifer from the Curly Girls Obsessions, Adored Salon, Adored Signature Hand-Tied Hair, Jennifer behind the chair, Jennifer the podcast host, Jennifer the educator. So funny, like I say all that and I'm like, damn, this bitch works hard. And yeah, I do. Anybody who says that I don't really doesn't know me. But you got to give credit where credit's due. So I'm gonna take the freaking credit. Like I work hard, I go hard, and then like around 7 o'clock at night, I sit down on the couch with my cup of tea and my two dogs and my husband, and we just gel. We just watch TV. We scroll on our phone mindlessly. We laugh. We show each other funny reels. Like, that's the end of the day for us. And both of us get a case of, for him, it's the Sunday scaries. For me, it's the Tuesday scaries. And so, what is Sunday scaries or Tuesday scaries? It's like the night before, the day before you got to go back into work the next day, right? Um, and for me, I think like on Tuesday mornings, I get up and I'm a bit kind of in depression. I haven't been around the girls at the salon and my clients. There's something about laughing with your girls and laughing with your family that's just a little bit different. Like I totally feed off the salon environment. I love being in it, even though at times it can be chaotic, 50 million questions, 50 million decisions. Poor Julie, who is like she kind of manages the place for me. I mean, she takes a lot of the hard questions that come through the phone. She is kind of like the hammer when it comes to the rules. And she'll ask me a question, and I'm like, if it's on a Friday, I don't even know the answer because I've made so many decisions by Friday that I'm like, I don't even want to think about this. I don't even want to think about this right now. And she'll be like, I just asked you if I should buy toilet paper. I mean, it's not that simple usually, but you get the gist, right? So on Tuesdays, I wake up and this morning I totally struggled getting out of bed. Like it was nor I in a perfect world would get up at 6 a.m. every day, get up, have my coffee, meditate for 15 to 20 minutes, do two social media posts, get on the treadmill for 20 to 30 minutes, lift weights, like sweat a little bit, then get in the shower, get ready, get to work on the stuff that has to be done before I go to the salon, and then go to the salon, do what I got to do there. Then usually like pick up my daughter from school. But there's something about a Tuesday that makes me stay in bed longer, makes me stay in my pajamas for way too long. Today it was 12 o'clock. I wasted so much time just doing nothing. Scrolling through my phone. I did create some social media posts, which, like in my business, sorry, there's this notification that popped up driving me crazy. In my business, social media is a huge part of it. And then I got this crazy idea too. I'm like, I think I need another page for this podcast that I could just upload shorts to, see what'll happen. So if you're on Instagram, it's at the Curly Girls Obsessions. Now I've given myself another task. And I was messaging with Chloe from this one. I'm like, do you think I should do this? She's like, I don't know. Maybe just post the clips to your feed. Like, And I'm like, I think I'm just going to do it. And she's probably like, why'd you even ask? And uh, it is one more thing for me to have to do in my week, but I'm going to keep this one simple. And so that was my Tuesday morning. And my hard stop, I had to get on the treadmill right before I got in the shower today because I I didn't work out Sunday or Monday, and so I needed it to happen today. And so I got on the treadmill, did that, took a shower, did my podcast with um you're probably going to see that one before you see this one, I think. And I hope it was awesome because the conversation was great. But it's with a girl who was the model for one of the classes that we did on the Curl Tour in 2024. And so thankfully, I had that on my schedule today because that's what got my ass moving to get out of those pajamas. But like that delay does me no favors. Are you like me? If I don't have my day planned, it's pretty much the couch has sucked me in, the phone has sucked me in, and there's no way out. Like I think I really need to block schedule my Tuesdays in order to be productive because one of the things that I had on the list was to call like three people. I didn't even do that until after I did the podcast. Geez, like talk about not getting things done. So the Tuesday scaries is I think I stay in my pajamas for a long time because tomorrow my schedule is going to be dictated by the salon. I got to be there at 11 a.m. I know you're like 11 is not 9, 11 is 11, but let me tell you from 11 to 5, I will run like a crazy person there, which is it's fun. Like I'm already looking forward to my first client. I was looking forward to my first client tomorrow last week when she was in the salon getting her hair colored. She is one of those people that totally lights me up. Like I know when she comes in, I'm gonna laugh so hard that I almost pee my pants. I'm gonna maybe sometimes cry with her, or you know, we'll have we always have a deep conversation, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like it's never just surface. And Heather is just one of those people that I mean, if you're with her and you don't laugh, something's wrong with you. Like she has some of the craziest stories. I'm just gonna share one because I don't want to embarrass her much. This one, this one is pretty epic though. She's telling me about going into a car wash the one time. I'm probably going to tell this wrong, but the moral of the story is she did something in a car wash you should never do in a car wash. She went into this car wash, and I can't remember if it was the car in front of her that was jacked up or if something was going on with that car, or if it was that she just decided she didn't want to be in that damn car wash anymore. But she hit the reverse in the car wash, people. She hit the reverse in the car wash. Who does that? My crazy ass clients. That's who does that, right? Those are the stories that keep me coming back for more. Those are the kind of stories that have kept me in this business for 35 years. Yes, I love doing hair. Yes, like I'm passionate about it. It fuels the fire, it lights me up. It does all the things, right? But those clients, those are the reason. Those stories that are crazy are the things that make me excited to see tomorrow. And, I get a lot of new clients too. And I am one of those people that when we start talking, again, I don't like to have shallow conversations. Oh, where do you live? What do you mean? No, I like to get to know my clients. And I always seem to get all the juicy details because I'm not afraid to ask the questions. If it was possible, like I'm sure there's so many legal hoops that would have to be jumped through and everybody would have to sign a waiver, but like If we could have a camera just streaming in the salon with the conversations, like if the camera could intuitively pick up on where the craziest conversation is happening, w- we'd be off the charts. I know we would. Salon conversation is like nothing else in the whole wide world. Like you see the memes. My stylist knows than my mother. My stylist knows more than my sister. My stylist knows more than my best friend. It's 100% true. Some of the things that I know about my clients keep me blushing for days. Okay. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, like in hair school, they tell you always to keep the conversation above the bar, keep the focus on your clients, talk about their hair, do this, do that. It's not possible. It's one of those things that, like, I don't care who you are, but if if you're a person that's intrigued by other people's story, these stories are going to go deep and they're going to go hard. You're going to hear the ugly truth, the happy truth, the beautiful truth, the craziness, the untold stories that they save just for their hairstylist. It's going to happen in the salon, hands down. It's just going to be there. So, because of those clients, the Tuesday scaries become a little bit better. And like I said, I think the Tuesday scaries come from not being around them and not being in that environment for so long that by the time Tuesday comes, I'm dying to be around them. Um, I'm dreading the schedule because the creative mind in me likes to do things their way. And, but I know that I thrive in schedule. Is that the biggest oxymoron you've ever heard? Like, I dread the schedule, but I know I thrive in it. It's just the way that people are. It's just the way that it goes. Like, there's something about a really good schedule and enjoying it, embracing it. So, which my son just came home. My dogs are going to go crazy. You're probably going to hear them. And yeah. So, with all that being said, I think it goes back to having gratitude for the stability of the salon, of the extension line. That that's the other piece too. That like on Monday and Tuesday, I can do all the other aspects of my businesses and try to stay focused doing those things. And then I know Wednesday through Friday, now I'm gonna 10x my schedule. Like I'm going to work behind the chair. I'm going to talk to clients. There's going to be a million questions that are going to come my way through the salon. And I'm still going to have to perform everything that I need to for Adored Signature hair extensions. I'm going to have to think about the education, the curl tour. I'm going to have to think about my family. Like just all the things that come down onto your daily schedule that add the working element behind the chair to it and add in the chaos of that and not being able to be free to leave when I need to. So, what's the moral of this story? Is that it's one of those things where, like, when your mind has the moment to rest and enjoy the slow pace, if it is, sometimes being at home is faster pace, then you start to dread what the schedule will bring. That's the Sunday scaries, the Tuesday scaries for me. Um, like you got to get in bed early so that you could get up early so that you can be on time. I swear. And that's also one of my worst shortcomings in life. I just listened to this podcast the other day for hairstylists, and they had this list of 10 of the icky things that hairstylists do, and being late was number one. Um, so I can stay pretty consistent on my schedule when I'm at the salon, but I don't know, there it is again, like being held to that schedule to get out the door really kind of sucks. And I'm always late to work. If you're my first client, or I'm coming in 5 to 10 minutes late. I have no excuses. It just it's it's me. It's 100% just me. It resides on my list of problematic things for myself, and no matter how hard I try to say that I'm gonna overcome that, again, it's probably like the fear issue, right? Like the fear of heights that I have, I say it's never gonna happen. My being on time is one of those things that no matter how hard I try, I suck at it. It's just not my thing. So, yeah, get over yourself and get on with the day. You know you're going to feel better if you just move forward and if you do what you got to do. It's definitely, we all know this, right? It takes us from A to Z, and the day becomes better. We also know, like, well, I know that the clients keep me coming back for more all the time, not necessarily all the decisions that got to go down in that salon. There is often sometimes that I wonder, like, you'll see these memes like, never work a 9 to 5 again, be your own boss, do this, do that. There's a lot of times that I say to myself, working a 9 to 5 would be fucking amazing. Amazing, because at 5 o'clock, you could walk out of your office, shut the door, and not think about it until 9 a.m. the next day. That is if you don't have the Sunday or Tuesday scaries. But regardless, um, yeah, with my job, there's always decisions to be made, and it literally never stops. Never stops. So that's, I don't even know how I started talking about that. How did I start talking about all the decisions? The decisions, the decisions, the decisions of being a small business owner are plenty. I think I said that in the beginning too with Julie. Like, I just sometimes, I just, I just can't answer another question. But I do know that I, I know in my heart of hearts that the schedule of life is the best. That is what keeps me going. It's my kids, it's my family. Um, and it's just the things like the routine of life. You've got to be grateful for the ebbs and flows. The other night, my kids and I'm always teasing them, like, you never eat dinner with me, you never eat dinner with me. Finally, last night, one of the things that I do to save time is one of my clients' moms owns a catering business, and she cooks during the week for families to offset the fact that she works all weekend catering. So there's free time during the week. And we've had her since probably it's either been since 2018 or 2019, and she cooks 4 meals for four or 4 meals for 2. And in the beginning, when my kids were all home, we always used to get 4 meals for 4. Now we get 4 meals for 2 because everybody's going on their way. Like, some have work, some go work out, one's at college, like one's a pescatarian, doesn't eat any freaking meat, like all the things. So, and I hate to cook. I hate to cook. And I think that the hating to cook has come from the fact of when my kids were little, and I did like to cook until everybody complained about what I cooked. And then when I hit my 40s, I became allergic to dairy. And then after I had COVID, I could no longer eat shellfish. Like, all the things that I loved, I was like, great, let someone else think of what to cook for me. So um, Denise has cooked for us for a long time. This is actually really funny because I talk about, like, not loving the schedule. I talk about the things that, like, I'll put off doing. And last night, everybody sat down to dinner. And last night I made the chicken limon that Denise made for us. I special requested this. I absolutely love this meal from her. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. And actually, two of the meals we got this week are chicken limon. And everybody sat down to dinner, and even my son's friend ate over. All of a sudden, in that moment, I was like, this is when I'd like to be eating alone because I want to hoard this whole meal for myself. I don't want anybody else to eat this. And they all ate it. Like I literally was watching them eat it. And I was having Monday night dinner scaries right in that moment that all this food was going to be gone. It's my favorite. And the kids are all eating it on me. They never sit down and eat dinner. They sat down to eat dinner. I should be totally grateful for it. But they continued to eat, and all that was left was one piece. Luckily, I ordered two of the chicken limon. So there's still like six more chicken breasts sitting there for me. Sounds so pathetic, doesn't it? It's the little things in life that keep you going. And food is one of those things that I love. So I guess the Sunday night scaries, the Tuesday scaries, they don't only exist before you go to work, they exist in other areas too. And the power of overcoming it is being grateful for what you have that binds it all together, right? Like if I would not have the Tuesday night scaries if I didn't have this amazing salon that I love, adored salon to go to. Um, and if I always wasn't putting my best foot forward there, right? And maybe that's part of it too on Tuesdays is like, okay, I got to get dressed up. I got to lose the leggings. I got to lose the big oversized sweatshirts. Like, I got to go in, I got to totally be on my game and I got to have some fun, even if I'm tired. And, but like I said, I always have fun there. So why on earth would I get the Tuesday scaries? I think it just goes back to I'm only human and so are you. You're totally entitled to having those moments, and so am I. Maybe it's because I never know what the heck is going to happen in a week. And like I can control it up until that point. And then once I'm in the salon, sometimes things get really crazy. Even this morning, Tuesdays, um they called me at the salon and they're like the phone is not working, and instantly I'm like, oh my god, did I pay this bill? I go check. Yes, of course I paid the bill. Why is the phone not working? I call Comcast business. It appears that your modem is offline. Okay, in a hair salon the phone is a necessity. Do any of us know how to fix this modem? Hell no. Thank God that Comcast business is like on a recording. Please unplug your modem for 10 seconds and then we will call you back to whatever they call it, like go through it, adjust it, analyze. And you're like, all you have to do is say, yes, please call me back. Text the salon, unplug the modem for 10 seconds, and then they'll call me back in 10 minutes. It'll take 10 minutes to reboot. Um, go through it, of course, reboot, perfect. Then I get a call from the bank and they're like, just so you know, we do a check and your business is not in good standing with the state. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? How on earth is this possible? I know I sent in that piece of paper with my check over a month ago, right? Now I'm panicking again. Did I really do it? Did the check get lost in the mail? Did someone steal my check? Um, and so I call the state of Illinois, and literally this is happening within 30 minutes of each other. It's no wonder why Tuesday mornings, it's just sometimes a damn ass shit show. And so I call the state fully being prepared that the state's going to not be cooperative. They're not going to make this easy for me. They were so nice. I was totally like wronged in my thought process. They were super nice. They're like, okay, ma'am, all that you have to do is go online, resubmit. If we get your check, we're going to, send it back to you. And I'm like, well, do you have a way of checking? And the guy's like, well, miss, if it's sitting on a desk in a pile, there's really no way to see it. So, in other words, don't send in the freaking check. Just go online and do it there because they can see everything. So thankfully, he walked me through the whole process, stayed on the phone with me while I paid it. And then there was a second step, and this was unbelievable. He's like, okay, hold on. Let me go over to Sherry's desk and ask her if she sees it come through. And then she's just going to update your name. She can do that. Yep, she can do that. Hold on. Okay. Boom. All taken care of. I called back the bank. They're like in shock that it actually went that fast and she could see that I was in fine standing. The truth of the matter was that I was not even late with this. Like I did send it a long time ago, but the way that the state works, it's slow. And sometimes things take longer to process, like just is what it is, but it shows up online immediately. So, yeah, just another day in the life. So that's me telling you about my blah feeling, why I don't like to get dressed on Tuesdays, why I push things off on Tuesdays, why I do what, like, I hope this podcast made sense because I talked about a lot of things. I covered a lot of stuff that goes on on in the mind of a hairstylist and a business owner and someone with 4 kids and a husband and an awesome salon team and all the things, right? Too many days off, not enough days on, just to get back in the groove. So, if you found this episode to be of any help, like it or subscribe or follow. If you think a friend could benefit from this, send it to them. If you thought that maybe I was funny, maybe my story about Heather was funny and you want someone to laugh, send it to them because it would light my heart on fire. Give me a follow at Jennifer_Johnson_Janish on Instagram. You can follow the podcast at the Curly Girls Obsessions on Instagram. The salon, Adored Salon, the hairline, Adored _signature _hand tied _hair. I know it's a mouthful. I say that every time because it's a lot to say. But yeah, those are all the places you can follow. Tune in next week. I think next week is going to be about salon pricing increase. I think. We'll see. Have a good one.